Can you hear me? Checking stuff. Can you hear me? Yeah. Checking stuff. Can you hear me? It's gonna echo on forever if I don't leave that off. Okay, so welcome to the stream. This is the first one I have done since like December, so let me just click that off. I have a chat box thing and I want to make sure that it works, so I'm going to test it real quick. Game. That's nice. So start up Portal 2. Haven't played it since December. Found all of the audio. Somehow disabled the still sort of checking things, so hello. It's too loud. It's too loud, too quiet. Checking. Hello. It's too loud. It's too loud, too quiet. I think it's fine. Still sort of setting things up. Alright. So let's display capture. There we go. Go back into the game, see if that I have to open my phone to do this because I don't have a second monitor. Check one more time for the audio. Check one more time for the audio. Ah, it's good. Leave that there for the chat. It's not like overlaid. I did see like an in-game overlay thing. I don't know if that's like compatible, but we're just gonna start a new game. Chapter 1 of a very squeaky chair. By the way, I've owned this game on PC since 2017. Never completed.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all
Still checking.
Candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, Look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic
owned this
portion of
since
your mandatory
2011
physical
on
and
my
mental
PS3.
wellness exercise.
Never completed.
There is a framed painting
I have many
on the
games
wall.
I have never completed.
Please go stand in front of it.
Like,
This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
art.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Clickety-clackety keyboard.
Good. Now please return to your bed. Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9999999.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Weedy.
Ah! Oh God, you look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you? Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right. Don't move. I'm gonna get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you. You all right down there? Can you hear me? Hello?
Apple. Comes a funny joke.
Most test subjects do
Prepare.
experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes.
Funny.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
Said apple.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
I'm looking for glitches in the
Okay, look, I
object.
wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I going to make it through? I've got enough space. Just gotta get through here. I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's going to be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, so now I hit that one. I hit that one.
That door just sort of levitating.
Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's going to ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright? Not dead.
No.
Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready. Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time.
I'm still not crouch. Now I can crouch. I got that
There we go.
source crosser.
Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this
he, like,
particular type of
rotates.
cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that, you got the jumping on your side. Just do
Like,
your
clip
best,
through
and
them.
I'll meet you up ahead. That's the spirit.
Well, I can clip through the top. Clip through him, yes.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
I shall take this
We are
as
currently
far
experiencing
into
technical
the game as I
difficulties
can.
due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to
those
emergency
stuff
testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I just hold it out in front of me. I have mind powers, just like any other person from Source games.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
I wonder if I can take a cube from you. No, I have to take the cube. I wonder if I can just sort of break the game. Nah. But this is as far as we can take the radio. Rip, there goes. Now we're in this tiny elevator.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation drill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Take the cube with our mind powers. Put there on L button. Push that.
Good.
Just like redone
because of the
from
technical
Twitter.
difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write
Why
down
am I
the results of your
unable
test.
to jump?
An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
There's also a loading screen for every single test chamber. Valve. Please.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
I wonder if it's possible to play the entire game just zoomed in. Oh no, you can't. Gotta keep scrolling.
Hey! You made it! There should be a portal device on that podium over there. I can't see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look?
No.
It's alright, no, go on, just have a look about.
No.
No, that's right, over by the podium, yeah.
Yep. I don't see it either.
If you just stand by the podium and just look up.
Look up.
That's it, yeah, no, that's it, yeah.
Where? Ooh. Oh, almost got out of there.
Hello?
Black.
Can you see the portal?
Why is it
guy?
black? Why is the skylight black?
So,
No.
are you alive? If that's important, should have asked that first.
No, I'm dead.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Bye-bye.
I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
Let's wait 1 hour. No. Always gotta aim for the mouth. It's crows.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with one copy of the laws of robotics to share. Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Animal King takeover. Scan loading screens every level. Start streaming. So that we were unable to connect this chat. No, it's still good.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
You gotta take down the security cameras. Isn't there like an achievement for doing that?
Great work. Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
That's all from Portal 1. Wanna see the Doug Ratman room? The Doug Ratman. A bunch of beans. And wasn't there a cat jumping over the moon? Is there a cube with a cat? Remember your evacuation training. Jogging in place. Good evacuation training, you know, not actually evacuating. You fix
If
this
the enrichment
chair.
center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Having dumb brain. Oh yeah, you go over here. Click that. Press that. Put it there. That activates that. Don't want to make this fall apart. Know how many times I felt that? I don't know. It was like
Well done.
It was 20,
The
11. I
enrichment
don't
center
remember.
reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts. As few as 1.1 volts.
I'm looking at the stream right now to see if the audio is alright.
As few as 1.1 volts.
I'm looking at the stream right now to see if the audio is alright.
As few as 1.1 volts.
Jesus, it's gonna go on forever. Alright. Just stop there for right now. And
This next test applies the principles of momentum
Please
to movement
remain
through
calm.
portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
hey. Wait, 6 out of 19. Cube going down, cube going down, cube hit head, jump through portal. This one wasn't in the original one. Use momentum. Oh wow. Just completely skipped it.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Which one do we need first? This one? That one. The cube and then the button. Oh. Is that big enough to like put right there? Does it keep tall enough to put right there? And where are my portals going? There's like a little hole right here. What? Okay. Keep tall enough to... No, I don't think it is. Is it? Let's investigate. I failed the jump, even when the platform was open. Speedrunning shot. Come on. No. Can we not do this? Oh.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
Welcome to the chat room.
Please return to your primitive tribe. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy. Devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions.
So I think it's fine.
Devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions.
So I think it's fine. I gotta turn that off. My God.
Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun! Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day? Brave. Come on through!
Brave and stunning. What?
Come on through to the other side. Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail, or I would die. But we're out of options here, so get ready to catch me, alright, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3! That's high. It's too high, isn't it, really, that? Alright, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me!
Just bouncing on my head.
Ow!
It's kicking to the end of the game.
I'm not dead! I can't move though. That's the problem there. Are you still there? Could you pick me up, do you think? If you are there?
No, I'm just gonna try and kick you. I can't. Getting stuck on these little
Hello?
little bars.
Can you pick me up, please?
I can totally get
Sorry,
you.
are you still there? Could you pick me up?
Get him on
If you are there, would you mind giving me a little bit of help? Just picking me up. Oh, brilliant, thank you, great. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Could you just turn around for a second?
Get the corner of my eye.
I can't do it if you're watching. I can't do it if you're watching. If you just turn around. Alright, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. Open while your back was turned. Pick me up. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna roll him.
Would you pick me up?
Well, you're gonna be rolled.
Would you pick me up?
Ball. Yeah, like stuck.
Hey! Pick me up!
No. I wanna roll you.
Pick me up, don't forget to pick me up. Might want to just pick me up. Oh, no, don't leave me behind. Do pick me up if you would. Just pick me up. Take me with you. Oh! Remember when you picked me up 5 seconds ago? Oh, that was amazing. Do it again. Pick me up again.
Should I maneuver him backwards?
Let's do it again. Pick me up again.
Can you just like not like roll through this door? I'm going to like assume that he can't roll through this door. No, I don't think he can roll through this door. I have to pick him up. No, there's an invisible wall. Bye bye. I so wanted him to roll over here.
And off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just hold on, though. Where are we going? Seriously. Hang on, let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually.
This game's linear as shit.
Oh no. Yes, hello, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Hi. Loading screen. Called it. I know Valve too much.
Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake.
Look how tiny he is. Because it's like pushing him up against the wall.
You want to just call it quits, and we could just sit here
so
forever.
small, like,
that's an option. Option A, sit here, do
about as
nothing.
big as
Option
that.
B, go through there, and if she's alive, she'll almost certainly kill us.
Look how tiny he is. He's smaller than this leaf. You're clipping through it. So small. Why are you so small?
Okay, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is.
Yeah, I killed her.
What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly.
First game.
Proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down?
Me.
You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where absolutely nothing happened. Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the great world
I
fight. That's tremendous.
Go about. Is there a mod to give you the ability to do that?
Sorry, I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I've just done it again.
Look down again.
This is the main breaker room. Look for a switch that says escape pod. Alright, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, alright? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on. Let there be light. That's, God. Just quoting God. Oh, look at that! It's turning. Ominous.
Now,
but probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving
edge.
up. Now. Escape pod. It's moving up. Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Flip every single switch and turned on.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this.
Are you sure about
there's a pass. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem. Wait, did I do B? Start writing these down.
Complete.
I don't. Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Actually, we've done nothing. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
I killed her.
How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster.
Now.
I will say though that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up,
the sky is still black.
Really love to test.
The water isn't reflecting the
I
sky.
love it too.
Was that glitching thing?
There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
Achievement unlocked. Did I play this legitimately last time? Did I play this legitimately in 2017 in my original playthrough that lasted 2 videos? The first one was like in 2017, 2016. The next one was in... No, then the first one was in 2015 or 2016. The second one was in 2017.
The incinerator room.
I
Be
think.
careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when we threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. Excuse me.
I shall take you through the entire game. That hurt me a little bit.
There it is. Hold on.
I could totally like slip through and grab it.
There. Good. You had a dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever. You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge. Luckily, I'm a bigger person than that. I'm happy to put this all behind us and get back to work. After all, we've got a lot to do, and only 60 more years to do it. More or less. I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me. But the important thing is you're back, with me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing. for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
Sorry, we were unable to connect the chat. Attempting to reconnect. I wonder if it says that in the thing. Oh, probably not. Chapter 2.
Sorry about the mess.
It's where the real
I've
game
really
begins.
let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Oh good, that's back online. I'll start getting everything else working while you perform this first simple test, which involves
How am I
deadly
standing
lasers
on
and how test subjects react when locked in a room with deadly lasers. Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Well, it's not killing me. Why is that not hurting me? Why can I go through that? That hurts me. But just nothing else. Because it's at a weird angle. Yeah. Doesn't hurt me. Now it does. What? That's strange. Go fast. You got fast click. What? Oh.
This next test involves
Lasers.
discouragement redirection
Thermal-
cubes. I just finished building them before you had your, well, episode. So now we'll both get to
Episode
see
3
how they
confirmed,
work.
guys. That's halfway
There
through
should be
episode
one
2.
in the corner.
Episode 3 confirmed. Believe that? She just confirmed it. She just confirmed episode 3. Space jump. I thought that was the Apple button. No, I'm going to get Wheatley. This was, by the way, this was
This
Valve's
next test
last
involves
single player
discouragement
game
redirection cubes.
before
I just
Half-Life
finished building
Alyx.
them before you had your, well, episode. So now
And
we'll both get to see how they
VR
work.
games,
There
the
should be one in the
little
corner.
VR experiments don't count. Hey, Wheatley. Why can't I drop you? Hey. So weird. Nah. Come here. He's just rolling away. Dude, he's like, the lighting on him is like changing drastically. So watch that. Watch this all day. This is pretty epic. I really wonder how they do that. Where's my key?
Well done. Here come the
Can't be
test
used as a
results.
thing.
You
Oh,
are
wait,
a
look at how
horrible
small
person.
he is. You see, like,
That's what it says.
like as
A
big as that
horrible
little
person.
dot right
We weren't even testing for that.
there. Let me ask you. It doesn't vaporize. Doesn't care. It doesn't come with you to the next level. Because I feel like he wasn't supposed to be picked up, but then the valve just kept it and could be wrong.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep.
Oh, it's the same video being played. Oh. 3:22. You think it's gonna be as short as the first one? That was really glitchy. Using like the Half-Life 2 thing. No. What? I'm just gonna like go in, go out real quick. Guess what? That's not gonna happen.
Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
Doug Ratman, then number 2. See how it auto fits? See how it auto fits? It's like auto turns, so that makes it into the thing. Valve, they've always ate cheap. Even if you didn't make it, it still goes in. See, it's like slanted slightly. That with like grenades and Half-Life Alyx. Or maybe I'm just really good at throwing grenades in VR. Maybe the weight is just right.
One moment.
One
You are
moment.
navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them. so feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility.
Slow run, boys. Alright, I'm gonna go go sleep for 15 hours and then come back to this. That's how a real slow runners do it. Let's slow run this stage. Ooh, isn't this like the Half-Life 3 room, the funny Half-Life 3 room? Where this guy on YouTube was like, hey, if you want to see like a trailer Half-Life 3, you go here, and then you go 1, 2, 3. You do like a little code like that or something. I think it is. It would open up a hole in the wall and you'd shoot through it. So, yeah, like I said, we're doing the slow run. This isn't even hurt. Alright, we gotta go over there and do it. Whoa. I'm glitching the cube out. What? I just glitched through the wall. Do this again. I got like being like the perfect spot, pixel perfect. Oh yeah, right. Oh, here we go. It's jittering. Oh, I gotta go through. Yeah. I don't even know where it goes, but it goes somewhere. It's like because of the portal that's right there, the door. It's like, doesn't know what to do. The game just pushes it through. They're easy. Yeah, it just dissolves. Alright, so. What's that one? Maybe like that. And the thing would go. Like I said, slow run with this stage. Ooh. I almost did. Alright, so I have to wait for it to get here. Right when I'm able to get on it. Yeah, like that.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly. Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
Slow run. That's what I should do. I should create slow runs. I'll have 1 million subscribers in 2 days if I did it. I would do that if YouTube.com wasn't run by idiots. Slow run for this again? No. Normal run. Cube. Yeah, he said like complete that one and then get here and like a door road opening.
This next test involves the Aperture Science aerial faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were highly informative. They could not. Good luck.
Come on, I can't. Get it. So close. Yeah.
Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
Happy to click again. I'll end the stream when we get to the next chapter. And then like a week I'll download
Let's see what the next test is.
Put it back.
Oh, advanced aerial
Put it
faceplates.
on YouTube.
Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world.
I would use
I have
YouTube
to go to the wing
alternatives
that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken
if the
glass
uploader worked
by
on
myself.
any of them. It took so long for me to get right on the PS3 version. Zoom. Bounce, 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 bounce. Should I hit that? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless.
There's like
Try to
records and
avoid the
stuff for like
garbage hurtling towards you.
to get up there. Something. The ball would have been useful. What? That ball would have like, actually been useful, but it vaporized. Yeah, there we go.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry.
So nice.
You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
These loading
Did you
screens
know
used to
that
take
people with guilty
2
consciences
minutes
are
on
more
my
easily
older computer.
startled by loud noise?
It's a Half-Life 2
I'm
train.
sorry, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
Let's play music here. Audio up. That scene is pretty epic.
Oh, did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry.
Wasn't Wheatley supposed to be here?
Go ahead and grab another.
Yeah, Wheatley was supposed to be there. I gotta get him.
Did you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noise? I'm sorry, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
Supposed to be here? He's supposed to be here.
Oh, did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab another one. Oh, no. I fizzled that one too. Oh well, we have warehouses full of the things. Absolutely worthless. I'm happy to get rid of them.
Oh yeah, you need iron. I'm done. So get up there. You still need to like. Oh no, I need to like do that and that. Yeah. And get Weekly over here. And stand on it. Probably. Why is it pushing it? Is it because it's like a box? Or something? I have to do the other thing.
Uh-oh, you're stranded. Let's see if the cube will try to help you escape. Actually, so that we're not here all day, every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation
trigger. I should have listened to the whole
so
thing.
that test subjects cannot smuggle test objects out of the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Take anything with me, dude? You think I'm gonna abide by your orders? No, I'm not. Taking Wheatley with me. I can't pick up.
I think that one was about to say, I love you. They are sentient, of course. We just have a lot of them.
Chat room. Right, I think I'm gonna end the stream right here. Save game. All of these like slots. April 15th. When? Apparently I was about to beat the game in April. Didn't know that, but nice. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream.